Peace, family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I want to do was I wanted to talk to my chosen ones and target individuals about flexing your powers and abilities, you know what I'm saying? In today's and age that we in right now, you know what I'm saying? We are the new X-Men. We were and are the old X-Men, you know what I'm saying? If you ever tapped into any of the X-Men movies, all of them have crazy abilities, but they all had to learn how to tap into their energy and really use it. Some of them would just use it sporadically, you know, just out of frustration or chaos or just getting emotionally stirred. And then some of them would just go straight into it, you know what I'm saying? But with understanding that collectively we are the new X-Men, you know what I'm saying? We are the old X-Men. We are the ones that they make these movies about, wanting to keep our powers and abilities down and hidden and tucked away and shit, you know what I'm saying? But when I think of the movies and I'm just using X-Men for a more clear example, it's like they didn't walk around bullying humans, you know what I'm saying? They was extremely humble. Now if one of the humans or somebody or another being did something to flare up their powers or abilities, they didn't hold back, unless it depended on if it was like a Storm or a Cyclops who, you know, took the shits off in his eyes, did the whatever thing. But it's like, just because these beings are not allowed or do not have these powers and abilities don't mean that we have to hide or tuck ours away. And I never been one of those beings to tuck or hide my shit away. Trust me, we are some of the most humble beings you'll ever come across, but extremely confident, you know what I'm saying? Extremely confident. And it's like a lot of these beings that be trying to tell us to simmer our abilities or our powers down, or that we need to be a little bit more submissive or whatever they want to use, you know what I'm saying? These are the ones who don't have access to these abilities or these powers that we do. You know what I'm saying? If I was walking on the street and Cyclops was right over there with his shades on and he just fucking took his shits off and decided to flex his ability, how am I be mad at this man? He could do something that I cannot do. I start thinking about my own abilities. Damn, what can I do? I kind of like that shit, but that's not my abilities. What can I do over here? It would dive me into a space of figuring out what the fuck I can do. Not how the hell I could tell him, hey, sir, I cannot do that, so you should not be doing that. That's some witchy shit. That's some manipulation shit. That's some controlling shit. So that's the shit we got going on now. That's the shit we need to start checking and staying the fuck away from. We got to stay the fuck away from that shit. And if it does come around, you have every right to flex your abilities. They got it fucked up thinking that I'm just gonna have all these powers and abilities and I'm just gonna sit on my hands, you know what I'm saying? Just sit on my ass and not use them, not help, not heal, not protect myself or defend myself. You know what I'm saying? That's not even how I operate. Before I even knew how to use my powers, I was already using them shits recklessly. You know what I'm saying? So once I was able to master them, then I flexed them at will. We're going to flex them at will. That's why we're in these positions we're in now. If we were still being the X-Men that was hiding and didn't want to come out and brighten up this universe and raise the frequency and use our powers to do what we have to do out here, then we would still be tucked away in a cave somewhere, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us chosen ones and targeted individuals that's been growing and understanding our abilities, we are not afraid to go outside. We are outside every day. Anytime we want to go outside, we're going to go to any hood that we want to go to. We're going to go to any upscale location we want to go to. We're going to maneuver how the fuck we want to maneuver. And that's how you know which frequency you're on as well, too, when you're targeted and chosen. Because some of the other ones, when you're just now starting out ascending or growing into your abilities and your powers, you want to kind of turtle off into your shell because you just realized, oh shit, everybody's on me. I don't want to blast them all with my powers and abilities, so I'm just gonna go hide away in my room and read and study and keep learning and meditating, which is nothing wrong with that. But that's usually how the start off process begins for a lot of us. I wasn't the ones that had the luxury of tucking myself away, you know what I'm saying? I minimized it as much as I could away from everything, but we out here. It wouldn't be going on the way it's going on now. We wouldn't be moving in the way we moving in now if we wasn't out here doing this. If we wasn't out here doing this, this is what we are constantly doing. Raising this frequency and doing everything we can do to motherfucking keep everything moving in the greater powers in the higher light. You know what I'm saying? You just have to always be aware of your surroundings and what's going on around you as well too when you are outside, because you're chosen and you're a target. You know what I'm saying? But when you already understand this, it's like you go outside, you this big ass target with this bullseye on you, but it's like you got your invisible golden shield protecting you. You know what I'm saying? So it's only certain things that's gonna be able to get through that barrier and get you, but for the most part, all that shit is protected. You're armored the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? If this is a spiritual war going on, right? Somebody has to be on the forefront. We have other channels and other chosen ones that are just cool with the information. I am more of a forefront kind of being. If they shut this shit down right now, I'm still going to be on the forefront. If there's a fight, I'm in the front of it. If it's a discussion, I'm in the front of it. If there's a meeting, I'm in the front of it. I always take my position because that's where I'm a walker. I can talk, but I'm a walker. I would much rather shut the fuck up and just show you what I can do. But because the way the system is structured right now, this is my walk, is using this while I'm talking. You see what I'm saying? So we all have to have our spaces, you know what I'm saying? When I'm ready for like real peace and solitude, you know, I have other beings that I could tap into for that. But this is a warrior spirit over here. We're constantly preparing ourselves for this battle and for what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And replenishing ourselves. We have to keep ourselves charged the fuck up. You gotta stay charged the fuck up. You don't just get attacked, or battling. You in a fight for fucking months and months and months with no breaks. You know what I'm saying? You have to know how to maneuver your energy and balance your powers and your abilities while you're doing these things. You know what I'm saying? Because you can end the process a lot faster. Depending on your situation and your circumstance that you're in, that you're battling, you can end that situation as quick as you like. It just depends on how fast you can get your energy under control. You know what I'm saying? You have to know how to direct your energy. Direct it. I was in the grocery store with a buddy of mine, and they was frustrated at these two older ladies who were kind of like blocking up one of the freezer sections they were trying to get to. So instead of them directing the energy to them, you know, to the ladies, which we were kind of still beside them, they just decided to say, you know, excuse me, just excuse me real loud. You know what I'm saying? And when they did that, it projected the energy everywhere. It wasn't direct. It projected the energy everywhere. So once we skated past them, because they didn't hit the freezer section that they needed, because they projected energy outward, but it wasn't directed. As soon as we walked past them, I told them, I said, when you do that, you have to direct your energy, because now you just spewed this energy out here, and these women did not even feel it or become affected by it. You like, excuse me. They're still talking, doing what the fuck they're doing. Your energy is being all scrambled up right now. You have to learn how to direct that energy. Direct it. The next time the situation happens, I tell them, look, you have to get closer, or you have to be more in their bubble, in their space. Hey, excuse me, ladies. You know what I'm saying? You have to direct the energy. They just threw it out there to the universe. The other people that was standing around looked and was like, but it wasn't directed. We have to learn how to use these abilities. When I saw it, I'm so tapped in tune. I said, look, when you're sending spiritual shit, you have to be direct. Because that hit me, that hit the other people that's in this fucking aisle right here. And these people are still talking and they didn't feel none of it. Learn how to use and finesse and master your powers and ability. The Chinese people, the Asian people over there, the newer culture ones, they understand energy. That's why they're always practicing Tai Chi. In everything, you know, Chi is just another word for energy for them, but they're always practicing all these different techniques to figure out how to master and handle their energy. And if you notice, in their culture, what do they do when they greet people and when they leave people? They don't touch. They don't touch. They understand energy. They don't touch. Over here in America, in the Western worlds and all this shit, we shaking hands. French, UK, all that shit over there, they kissing. It's like, we don't have to be doing all that. They saying friendly, but I'm cool with the Asians too. Because I know when I touch people, I'm getting a sense of your energy or what you've been having going on or what you got going on or what you've been through. And if you are a toxic or a demonic being, you possibly sending me some shit while you shaking my hand or dapping me up or all on the side of my cheeks and shit. Nope, I don't want to do that. Peace, I'll give you one of these. I'll give you any one of these things. But you know what I'm saying? But as far as like, I started understanding all this chi shit that they got over there. You know, the reason why they doing this instead of greeting with their hands. You know what I'm saying? You don't have everybody just touching your energy. You are chosen and a targeted one. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try to suck some of that shit from you, or they're going to put some weird witchy shit on you so you're kind of like a klutz. Don't fall for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for this shit. You don't have to shake everybody's hand. One, because they got this shit, so you got a great excuse not to shake anybody's hands. But for two, you passing energy. You're sharing and splitting energy. It's a transformation right there happening. Don't be afraid to flex your powers. They're your powers. You already know you're a humble being. So if somebody's sparking you up, it's for a fucking reason. You better hit their ass with your abilities. I'm not playing with them out here no more. In order to create this shift, the same thing they do. They make examples. We've been making examples and we're going to continue to make examples. I ain't want to run it up too long. Y'all tapping everything down below. Peace to the kings and queens.